Hello, hello. I am live here on Facebook, and somehow I managed to do this on YouTube as well. I don't know, I've been away from this for so long, so I'm just gonna hang out for a bit and see who joins us. Welcome. I'm going to be doing a winter solstice prayer tonight. So I'm just inviting some folks on. And if you're on, if you could comment, because I can't always see. Hey, Jen, I see you're on. And let's see who else is on. I got some people on YouTube, or there were some people on YouTube. So yeah, sometimes it tells me who's on and sometimes it doesn't. So welcome. I have not been doing this for a while. Some of you know, I still have my squeaky chair. Some of you know that, life has been very transformative. Some folks coming on YouTube. So lots of changes going on. And we are officially empty nesters, which is a big monumental happening in our home. And welcome. I see some other folks coming on. So we will just wait just a minute. And if you want to say hi, please feel free to. This will be recorded after, and I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that some folks join on live. But if they can't join on live, then it will be recorded. And I'm going to just wait another minute and just kind of chit chat a little bit. So the winter solstice, yes, here we are. It is officially winter. And as we know, it is the longest night of the year. So let's see what we got going on. I think I will just begin. I don't want to wait too long. We have to keep waiting. I don't know why. There's probably a delay. But in the meantime, those of you who are watching, thank you for being here. My name is Colleen Carlson, and I am a holistic practitioner and spiritual counselor. And I do healing circles. I've written 2 books on spiritual journey. One is a poetry book. One is a personal journey that I went on for my, I believe, Dark Night of the Soul awakening process, even though I didn't know I was in it at the time. But now looking back, I see exactly what I went through, why I went through it. And that's part of our journey. When we are struggling, when we are in what some folks call the dark night of the soul, whether it be an emotional upheaval, physical upheaval, mental upheaval, whatever it is, there is a reason, there is a purpose. And if you keep seeking that, you will find it. Reach out to spirit, to God, and look within as well. What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? What do I need to heal? What do I need to remove from my life? Because a lot of times, for me, it was a big upheaval, a big shift. And I needed to really remove things energetically from my life. And some of those things were people. Some of them were situations. Some of them were places. And I just became keenly aware of that shift. And so trust in the process, even though you may be struggling right now. Know that there is light, there is dawn. And I see, yes, blessed solstice, everyone. So I see Darcy is on YouTube. Welcome, Darcy. Wonderful. So the solstice, and the solstice is a beautiful time. I think the winter, even if you're a skier here up in the northern hemisphere, well, not all of the northern hemisphere, but here where we are near Canada, even if you do a lot of outdoor things in the winter, it is still a very reflective time. Those of you who remember, I used to do Super Saturdays once a month, every winter. And we would just gather together, Soul Sisters would gather together, and we would enjoy a bowl of soup, which, that food, the root vegetables, all of those things are family. Broth, it grounds us, it centers us, it gets us to feel warm inside, not only just the broth itself, but also, the connection to people. And so this time of year can be so beautiful for that. Even if we're struggling, even if we're going through things, try and find your center. That which throws you off, just remove yourself from it, and get centered and be grounded as much as you can. I do like the winter. I like to go outside in the winter quite a bit. So, I get my fresh air, and I love the seasons here in upstate New York. So I will start with something that I just love. Darcy, you know this, Joanne Shenandoah, who passed away a couple of years ago, which I can't believe it's already a couple of years ago, was a Native American from the Oneida Nation. And I have her music, and I love her music. Her music has always spoken to my soul. I feel a strong connection with the Indigenous people, and always have since I was a little girl. And really, any culture that connects with its roots and its history, whether it's here in North America or around the globe, we do have several people in our lives from different parts of the globe. And when people are connected to their history and connected to their stories and their generational connections, I feel a kinship to that. And so Joanne Shenandoah was a beautiful singer. She was an activist. She was harmony and balance, all wrapped up in this beautiful soul. And so typically in my live prayers, I would just sing part of one of her songs. And so I am going to go off camera again, and I'll drum a little bit, and I will sing a little bit, just to sort of bring us all into one space, harness our thoughts. And then I will read the prayer that I have written for tonight. And I encourage you to, throughout the winter, to come back to this should you need to. This is the holiday season. It can be a time of stress and kind of frenzy. And so maybe come back to the prayer throughout the winter and just get grounded again. I will be speaking specifically to the winter solstice. However, we can just sort of use that as all of winter, so until the vernal equinox. And I encourage you to do that. So I'm going to move off camera and we will begin. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for being in my life. And if I don't know you, we're connected. We're one tonight. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to move away off the camera. Hey, 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 oh, 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 hey, oh, the winter solstice, a time of reflection, a time to look within. The longest night of the year reminds us to go within. It's referred to as the hibernal or winter solstice. It is where we hibernate. The long night is a reference to a dark night, a time of calm, a time of peace, a time to give ourselves the gift of being present. We may be surrounded by the shadows of our lives, but here we have this beautiful evening to reflect. Who are we? Who are we becoming? How do we express our love like a beautiful blanket of comfort towards those around us? The longest night is offering us our truth, our place, and our worth. Let's enter it into our hearts this evening. Go deep into those corners that need the light. As an offering, pour out the anointed oil into those places where a healing is needed. Trust that God is with you. Trust that God is in you. Trust that as we join our hearts, our spirits, our minds, this evening, we are one. Right now, in this moment, we are one. Love makes us this way. God makes us this way. And so as this evening progresses, which has already begun, sunset was at 4:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until it rises again, the sun will rise again at 7:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. May we be in the presence of this oneness, the dark, the dawn, fear into love, holding space for that grace, unknowing, yes, but trusting that after this solstice, as the days get longer, the light brighter, we are also rising like the dawn. Amen. Namaste. My soul and spirit honor you this winter's night.